Good Shabbos, everybody.
Good Shabbos.
I think I rewrote tonight's drash so many times the past week. I didn't have a catchy opening metaphor. In all honesty, I really wanted to go into our counting of the Omer, but it's a beautiful sound. Compared to what we're seeing on the college campuses, that is a beautiful sound, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're a pro-kid congregation. It's a beautiful sound. I want to be honest with all of us. If the events at Columbia, NYU, UCLA, Emory, if these things happened 3 months ago, I would have stood right here, used the power of the bully pulpit, start assessing who is responsible, decades of radicalization. I probably would have tried to play lawyer, discussing that so many colleges are a violation of Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. But I'm not a lawyer. I would have talked about how certain members of Congress should be removed from their committee assignments by participating in these pro-terror rallies. But at the end of the day, a dear friend once said to me, the best people, the most genuine people who he ever encountered was people who saw a problem and offered a solution. And tonight, I'm going to attempt to give you that solution. And for those who have reached out to me or called me, articulating their absolute dismay of what they're witnessing and want to know the roots of why this is happening, I promise you in this entire congregation, we'll have that time, an evening forum, but not on Shabbat. They don't get to take Shabbat away from us, and they never will. So for the past week, what am I going to say that's going to bring you any type of comfort? What we're witnessing, it's not just an attack on the Jewish people. It's an attack on Western values, emancipation, free thinking. It's an attack on nuance. It's an attack on the minutia of the pratim, of the details. But again, unfortunately, we've been down this road before. For 2,500 years, we've been down this road. And each calamity, each destruction, we found a way to pick ourselves up. As someone who is committed to studying contemporary anti-Semitism and someone who is a rabbi, I do believe that there is a silver lining, and I do believe that we will get through this. And that's why tonight our solution must begin with a sense of gratitude and appreciation. On Tuesday night here at Temple Emanu-El, we had an incredible community Seder. We had a Baptist church come visit us from Blount County, offering their solidarity and strength for us. As I watched this church group come and celebrate the Seder with us, I realized that being here in Birmingham, Jefferson County, Shelby County, there are truly wonderful Alabamians and there are wonderful Americans. The vast majority of Americans, the overwhelming majority, a super majority, embrace the Jewish people and believe that our right to live in our indigenous homeland free and secure from terrorism. Again, the super majority of Americans believe that. our neighbors, our teachers, our faith leaders, celebrities. There are good and genuine people in this country. And for that, I am forever grateful and thankful. The second part of this solution, again, a sense of gratitude and appreciation. I am grateful, I'm thankful, I appreciate being an American citizen. After 1945, after those vets who came back to this country, we took to heed George Washington's call to make ourselves the embodiment of American exceptionalism. Though we can struggle for so long, face quotas, discrimination, but we figured it out. We made a name for ourselves, not just to the Jewish community, but to the greater American society. And for that, for all of American Jews, we have to be grateful to know that we live in a country where we're able to make change. The freedom of ideas, the freedom of thought, the freedom to say that we don't live in a binary world. There's actually no Hebrew word for binary. It's binary, it's a cognate. The Hebrew root is ra panim, which means multifaceted. We look through every single detail. And we're able to do that because of this country. It's not about being a Republican. It's not about being a Democrat, a Libertarian, or part of the Green Party. It's about this country affords us the capabilities to make change. And here's my call. For far too long, American Jews have been divided on social issues and other things in our lives. I know these social issues are important to all of you, and they should be important to you. But what I ask for the time being, it's a greater call for unity. And just like the drash I gave right after October 7th, it's time we put aside being Reformed Jews or conservative Jews. It's time we put aside whether we support AIPAC, stand with us, end Jew hatred. We have too many Jewish nonprofits. Do you know that expression, 2 Jews, 3 opinions? There's actually a third part to that. 2 Jews, 3 opinions, and nobody listens. This is the greatest call for us to be unified more than ever. From every single Jewish agency, we need to find that one unified voice. And that voice must echo this one sentence, this one thesis. That we as American Jews are here to stay, and we are going to ensure that emancipated Western values remain, and that the state of Israel remain fortified for years to come. That is our goal. I want all of us to reach out to another member of this community, another Jewish member who lives in this country, and to commit to some type of having this unifying statement that we're here to stay, we have the power to make change, and that Israel will be safe and secure for generations to come. For the past 6 months, for the 134 captives that remain in captivity, We owe it to them. We owe it to every single Jew who fought for this country in 1945, for every single Jew who fled to this country during the Holocaust or came to this country in the 1900s or the 1850s. We owe it to them. Put aside the muck. Put aside the noise. Again, put aside party affiliation or Jewish movement or nonprofit allegiance. This is the greatest time we need to be together. Unity brings us that. Our Torah portion is a special Torah portion. Ki Tisa, it's back in Exodus 33, verses 12 through 24. We read this as part of the Pesach calendar. And we learn that God listened to Moses. And God said to him that God's presence, not an angel, would always be with the people of Israel, provide to the Jewish people security, will provide to the Jewish people love, and will provide to the Jewish people comfort. If God is able to do this for us, al had kama v'kama, all the more so shall we do it for not just Jews, but for all Americans. Shabbat Shalom.